Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Rachel. I'm a third year biomedical science and pre-med student, and today I'm going to be taking you guys on a fun little food vlog and sharing with you my recipe for a 50 calorie per serving ice cream that is low in sugar, low in calories, relatively high in protein for ice cream, and absolutely delicious. Lately I've noticed that as finals are approaching, I haven't been keeping track of my sugar and my snacking. All of the sugar and the stress has definitely made me feel not as much energized, so I definitely want to get back on track and make sure I'm eating healthy so I can push through in the last stretch for finals. I wanted to share with you guys this recipe that I use when I want to satisfy my sweet tooth. I'll leave a list of the ingredients in the description below, so let's jump right into it. So these are all of the ingredients that you're gonna need for the recipe. Today I'm gonna be making double the recipe, and I'll be making two flavors, strawberry and chocolate. But if you're only looking to make one serving, make sure to follow the recipe that I listed in the description below. A couple notes, for this recipe I use cashew milk, but you can also use almond milk and 1% or 2% milk. If you do use the 1% or 2% milk, that will reflect in the flavor. So if you're looking for something that's a little bit richer, I would definitely suggest using regular milk. For me, almond milk and cashew milk taste really good. So you can use real sugar if you'd prefer. I'm using the monk fruit sweetener, but keep in mind that if you do substitute with some of these other ingredients, that will change the nutritional information. First thing I like to add is the yogurt, since it is a little bit thicker and viscous, and it's easier to add the wet to the dry. Let's do that. For the chocolate, I use vanilla, and later I'll add cocoa powder. For the strawberry flavoring, I just add the strawberry flavored yogurt, and it has the fruit already in it, so there's no need to add additional flavoring unless you want to. And next I'm gonna add sugar, so it's a 1/3 cup for each, but you can always add more or less based on if you want it sweeter or not. Next I'm gonna add a teaspoon of vanilla extract to each. Vanilla extract adds so much flavor. You also want to make sure you're not adding too much because it could turn out too bitter. The next thing you want to add is half a teaspoon of xanthan gum. It's really important to not add too much xanthan gum because it is a thickening agent, and if you add too much, it's going to come out with a texture that's really not ideal. So it's best to err on the side of putting a little bit less than the 1/2 teaspoon. I found that the less xanthan powder you add, the closer the consistency is to ice cream. So I try not to add too much, but just enough to make sure that it's thickened and it doesn't have too much of a liquidy consistency. And next you need about 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And once again, make sure to not add too much salt. Next, I add the cocoa powder, and you're only gonna add the cocoa powder to the chocolate flavoring. The strawberry flavoring, unless you wanna try a strawberry chocolate combination, you don't have to add the cocoa powder. The recipe calls for 1/2 cup of cocoa powder, but I usually add closer to about 1/4, because if you add too much, it could be bitter. But if you do want that darker, richer, dark chocolate taste, then you may wanna add a little bit of sugar if you're adding more cocoa powder. Last step is to add your wet ingredients, so milk. And once again, I'm using the cashew milk. It's really good, really tasty, and I think it, anyway, I'm adding milk. And it's 1 1/4 cups for the milk too. So it's 1 cup, and you just add it to the ingredients. And 4. Oh my gosh, yeah, your girl cannot pour. Not spilling it everywhere. Okay. And so for the strawberry, we'll pour it to the bubbly. And the 4th. And here's the product after adding all the ingredients. So the next step is to blend it out with a mixer. And if you don't have a mixer, you can definitely do it by hand. It just won't turn out as smooth, and it might take you a little bit of time. You're gonna wanna mix it for a couple minutes just to make sure all the clumps are out and it's a nice even mixture. Let's go. So you want to mix it until it's about a very smooth consistency, like that. So you want to make sure you blend it until it's a nice consistency and it's smooth and it's free of any clumps. For the next step, you can either choose to use an ice cream maker if you're really fancy, choose to split the mixture up into about 4 servings and put it into containers, put it in the freezer to cool overnight. I have an ice cream machine because I do this a lot and I'm super fancy, so I'm going to be using that. Look at it go. And that's a wrap for this video today. If you guys tried out the recipe, make sure to let me know in the comments down below. Comment, like, and subscribe. It really helps this channel out. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!